Marvin, what's your thoughts tonight?
No, listen, I'm delighted. Delighted for the boys. We spoke at half time. I felt we were the better team. I don't think we were the better team in the first half. We gave away a sloppy penalty. We're going 1-0 down. And I said to them, sometimes in life, you have to deal with adversity. And that was one of those times. Paul knew he shouldn't have made the mistake that he did. And I said to the players, listen, just go and get your mate out of a hole. You've been good in the first half. If you continue that in the second half, we'll get stronger. We've worked really hard in the last 2 weeks. We're sharper. We feel fitter. And I said, if you go and do that in the second half, you go and win the game. And, the boys went and did that.
Shooting themselves in the foot just before half-time, I'm sure that changed their half-time team talk.
Not really. Listen, you can't be reactionary to things that happen kind of in the last few seconds. If you're emotional with things that have gone in there shouting and probably not got the reaction that we got in the second half, I said, go and continue doing what you're doing. I said, you will get better. As I said, there's a massive belief in you as players. And I said, listen, as I said just now, go and deal with the adversity. And the boys did that. And they got better. Dug their mate out of a hole. Paul then defended brilliantly in the second half because, by the way, it's easy for him to go under. You give that penalty away in the first half and all of a sudden in the second half you don't want the ball, you're shying away from tackles, and he didn't do that. He stood up and he was counted along with his teammates.
We've seen that quite a lot this season already, that, confidence takes a dip when they do make a mistake. That, should you say, didn't happen today? No,
exactly. And one of the things I said to them in my kind of opening talk with them, I said, everyone's going to make mistakes in life, whether it's football, whether it's in everyday life. It's how you react to those mistakes. I can never say to them, you're going to go out there on a football pitch and not make a mistake, because that's not going to happen. It's how we react to them. That's what we can control. Control your reaction. And they reacted in a fantastic way today. As I said, I'm just delighted for them. I'm delighted for every single player. I'm delighted for the staff members, delighted for the football club, the fans who came up with us. Absolutely brilliant. It's nice to go home with a 3-1 win.
And three goals, three equally good goals this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, Jays came off the bench and he made an impact. Obviously, Rory got the first one. We spoke about his positioning. I felt in the first half balls were coming in and him and Michael weren't where they should have been, in the kind of centre of the goal to put the ball in the back of the net. Rory does that in the second half and he puts the ball in the back of the net, and Jays comes on and makes an impact. He's a player I've spoken to a lot. And it's about, as I said, in kind of my speech yesterday, it's about him coming now, realising his potential, and he needs to continue like that because he has that ability. There's no point being a flash in a pan, doing it today and then not turning up next week. But no, I'm delighted for Jays, and as I said, it's absolutely fantastic for him to get a goal, and then he's equally brave in the next goal, and then Muzza coming back and getting the goal as well was brilliant.
Good to come up here and get the win, and so comfortably in the end.
Yeah, because it's not an easy place to come, especially when you're 1-0 down and all of a sudden they're wasting time, and they're not wanting to kick the balls back on, when they've gone behind the goals, etc, etc. But you have to deal with these things. I said to the boys, don't get frustrated, and they didn't do that, and then they went and won the game.
Jesus come in. Are we looking at bringing any more in between now and the window closing?
Yeah, I'm always looking, and I don't think the chairman's going to like, or the board going to like listening to this. I'm always looking for players. I'm always looking for ways for myself to improve, and if I can improve the squad and the team along the way, fantastic. So yeah, there probably will be some movement over the next couple of days. Ewan won't be too happy about that. I told him to have his phone fully charged. So no, listen, there probably will be a little bit of movement, most definitely.
Home game for you next. Your first gig at Palmerston. Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I am. I really am. It'd be good to get back and play in front of the fans, in front of the home fans. It'd be a fantastic experience, especially if we can win the game, and that's the important thing. Now we train smart again next week. We rest up a little bit at the start of the week, but then we work hard again because there's things that we can improve, most definitely. But as I said, the performance today was brilliant, and hopefully we can put on another performance for the fans next week.
Next week will be a different challenge again for them.
An officiating challenge, or it will be a different challenge for them. But as I said, these are nice challenges. Being a professional footballer and dealing with the challenges of football, they're nice challenges, aren't they? You're out there, you're doing a job that only a small percentage of the world get to do. So as I said, I won't be feeling sorry for them, won't be feeling sorry for myself. We'll deal with the challenges that come our way.